All right. Hello, YouTube. Hello, Professor. Um, just want to do a quick venting that I accidentally just studied for Module 3 for the past few hours, but luckily I understand a lot of these concepts pretty well, so I did some research and I'm going to go through them here. First one, explain the IPOS model, IPOS, which is Input, Process, Output, Storage model. And this is I make the connection of with my personal computer to a lot of these things. So you have your input where you're typing in and the user's putting in information, the processing where the computer is doing the thinking. Um, like the brain is similar to the CPU or processor. And then let's see, the output is what comes up on the screen, and the storage of the computer is pretty much where it's able to save different files and have different applications and things like that. So describe the stored program concept and why it distinguishes computers for other simpler devices. So kind of like I just touched on with the where we're at now with computer programs and I mean more like PCs and different more complex processing devices, I guess you will. We're able to store information on the computer, which could be templates and different files like that and applications. And this distinguishes them and sets them apart from simpler devices like, say, a calculator that might just run a smaller amount of processes, or like a toaster, for example. So explain how a processor works. A processor, I always think of as like a CPU is similar to the brain, right? Has different circuits that are all connecting and working out different information. It's very complex. I don't 100% understand it, of course, because I don't even understand the brain or CPU completely, but I'm willing to learn more about how that works in the future. But that's kind of my main connection, is that the CPU is similar to the brain in the human body. Explain the difference between RAM and ROM. Okay, I love this question because last quarter with my other technology class, I was able to upgrade my RAM once I realized that that's something I needed to do for my personal needs. I'm a big gamer, and RAM is random access memory. And with games becoming more complex and different things needing to be loaded and different effects and stuff happening on the screen, my computer was beginning to get a little choppy. And that's when I realized I only had 2 sticks of RAM in the computer, and had the ability to upgrade and add in 2 more sticks of RAM, getting my um, capacity for my um, random access memory, or RAM, a lot higher, and that helped as a nice upgrade for myself. And then ROM, I think of as reading um, memory, where it pretty much will have different files or templates saved on the computer that it can pull at different times to see how the computer can know what to do and to operate. But RAM is kind of like the now type of memory. Discuss the relative strengths and weaknesses of magnetic, optical, and solid state storage technology. So we got magnetic. That's kind of an older school type of storage where magnetic thing device, I guess, will be spinning and it'll be writing memory in different sections and allocating data there. Optical, I believe, is like a hard disk, like a CD or a floppy disk, and a solid state storage technology, which I have on my computer. I actually have a magnetic drive as well. I have both. Um, is a much better, more expensive technology that is much quicker, much faster, so that we're able to, launch up Windows right away because it's on the SSD, or even like a reverting back to my gaming analogies here, that my gaming video games that I use a lot, I like to have saved on the SSD, whereas something that I don't use as often, I'll save it on my HDD. And I like to have the games that I'm using more often that have a lot of loading screens that I'm using to be quickly, so they're able to load that data a lot quicker. And then let's see, explain the input output devices and why they're important to computing. So input output devices, input device would be like your mouse or keyboard, excuse me. And those are obviously important because then you're able to interact with the computer and put in commands. Output, I believe, would be like the display. And then you're able to see and also interact with the computer and um, get different graphics or videos being displayed to you. They're obviously important to computing because then that helps the user to interact with the computer. Explain what a device driver is. A device driver, from my understanding, is kind of like a template or like similar to like a codex, like we talked about last week, where this will be for the input devices, so that say like a headphone might need certain templates so that the computer knows how to use it, or even a keyboard or mouse can also have device drivers, or a printer. All right, everybody. Thank you so much, Professor. Signing off, YouTube. Have a good day. Bye.